Hello again and welcome back to the Tim Buchanan Coaches Show. I'm Craig Harbuck with the Aledo Athletic Booster Club along with head football coach and athletic director Tim Buchanan. Coach, we game one down. Hopefully we have 5 more to go. We hosted Dunbar. It was kind of nice. We had a home game for a playoff game once again. The Dunbar Wildcats from the Fort Worth district were in town. We beat them 59-10. And you can tell me, it was probably one of the best games we've played offensively and defensively.
It was a really good offensive game. Throwing the football especially. We didn't run the football as effective as we wanted to, but throwing the football, Matt threw for, I think he was 11 for 12 in the first half. And really, there was one drop. He was on target with every throw he had.
Yeah, he had 378 yards and 4 TDs for the game, which, like you said, it's nice to see. Jonathan's going to get his – he had 200 yards, 198, but for Matt B to hit up clicking all cylinders, that's what we got to have in the playoffs.
Exactly, and the first thing about that was Matt had great pass protection from his offensive line, and then the receivers did a good job of getting open.
You know, we beat a Dunbar team that we talked last week, a lot of speed. They got D1 athletes, and so, 59-10, you're favored by 48. You beat them by 49. But when we say we played probably one of our best games of the year, we did.
Yeah,
defensively.
Because they had a big play, football team. They hit us for one long pass, and then the quarterback bootlegged out on a play and picked up about 50 yards. Other than that, our defense was pretty solid all night.
Right. Willie Gibson had a 72 yards and a touchdown. Freisinger, Caleb got in action again. We got to see him rush for a couple of touchdowns previous week. Well, he had almost 100 yards receiving and a touchdown, along with Parker Bradham. Great to see the tight ends get involved.
Right.
How key is that from an offensive standpoint to have our tight ends involved?
Well, when we run the football as much as we do, and as much as we try to use a tight end in our pro offense, you've got to get those guys involved. And when you do that, it opens up your run game if you can get your tight ends involved in it. And your fullback, Preston Bartley.
Yeah, Bartley also, ran the ball, but he had, I think, 3 receptions for about 28 yards, which was – you got to see 6, 7 receivers get into the game. And, when you talk about, when the papers talk about or opposing coaches talk about Jonathan Gray, stop Jonathan. Well, now they've got – and we've always known this, and they've known it too, but when Matt B's clicking on all cylinders – good luck stopping that offense.
He's a great quarterback. I mean, and I've said it all along. If Matt Bishop was 6'3", he would be more sought after than Jonathan Gray. That's how good of a quarterback he is. But he's just shy of 6 foot.
Right.
Not as many schools want that 5'11 and a half, 6 foot quarterback.
Right. And we talked about Dunbar, victory over Dunbar, well played game. We've got Mansfield Summit coming up on Friday. We play them in Burleson at 7:30, so get your tickets now. I think they're on sale through Thursday about 1 o'clock over at the high school and also at the Bearcats store. But Mansfield Summit, man, they've got some talent now. It's going to be a football game.
Makes me nervous. I know I haven't slept good very many nights since I watched them play last Friday night. The thing that Mansfield has is they have more weapons than any football team we've seen this year. That includes Lake Travis, Stephenville, all of them. They are extremely talented on offense, not just as the running back, but at all their wide receiver positions. They're fast, they're strong, they're very athletic. And then you throw in the defensive side of the ball. In their district, I believe they're in District 7-5A, their middle linebacker was the most valuable player in the district. Their defensive tackle, most valuable defensive player in the district. So anytime you've got two starters on your defense, they're the MVPs of the district, you know that they have a good defense.
Right. They beat, let's say, they played Waco. They played Waco last week, 28-28 at half, and then something happened. Their offense kicked in, defense kicked in. I mean, Waco scored 3 points in the second half, I think, and they scored I think the final was 46-31 or something like that.
Exactly. Waco's
a good team.
Waco's a good football team, and they score a lot of points. But what happened was, Summit went out in the second half, and at halftime we were all talking and said, whoever gets a stop here early is going to be the team that's going to win this thing. And sure enough, They got to stop because I wasn't sure who's going to win because right before half, Summit drove down the field, got down to inside the 10-yard line, and couldn't punch it in, and then faked the field goal and didn't score. And I said, that's going to hurt Summit right there because Waco was going to get the ball first in the second half. Well, they stopped Waco, and then they go down and score and just continue to score. And they're good. They're a team that can definitely beat the Bearcats if Bearcats don't play an excellent football game.
Yeah, you're right. It's playoff time, and we've got to play every single game like it's our last one.
And every game's going to get more difficult, and this is step 2. And if we don't play well this week, we'll be in off-season come Monday.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen. We've talked about our offensive weapons. Jonathan Gray, having another great year, 2,600-plus yards, 50 TDs. Matt B., a little over 2,200 yards passing and 24 TDs. If we talk about their offensive weapons on Mansfield Summit, their quarterback's thrown for almost 2,600 yards and 23 TDs, so touchdowns. So he's matching Matt B right there. Their receivers, they've got a couple of receivers that have caught over 30 passes and over 500 yards. They've got a running back who has run for 1,500 yards and 26 TDs. So, like you said, they've got some offensive weapons that we've got to be ready for. We've got to be ready for it.
Travis Pride, the head coach over there, was a wide receiver coach under Todd Dodge at South Lake Carroll. Has coached at the college level. Very good football coach, and they're a disciplined football team. We've got our hands full. I'll just say that.
Well, once again, it is Friday night, Burleson Stadium, game time at 7:30. Get there early and get ready to root the Bearcats on to another victory. We talk about other fall sports. We had our volleyball girls that were playing out in Abilene last Friday, and not quite a nice outcome as our game on Thursday.
When you get to the regional tournament, 2 of the best teams in the state are typically going to play. And the Lady Cats and Canyon Randall matched up in the first game, took it to 5 games, very close. They won the first one handedly, then we win the next 2. Then they win the 4th game, which took it to that 5th game, and I believe they beat us 15-12 or something like that. But Coach Goins does a great job with those girls. A good thing about it, we've got several of them coming back next year and should have an even better team next year. So I know the girls are sad that they didn't advance onto the state tournament, but when they go back 2 to 3 weeks here down the road, they will see that they had a great season, and they'll build on this season and take it on into the next year.
Right, congratulations once again to Coach Goings and the Lady Cat volleyball. It was a great that's fun to watch.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've never been to a volleyball game, our varsity girls volleyball game, you've missed out.
Yeah.
Because you think football is fun and all the action, and I'm telling you what, spikes and sets and all that kind of stuff, those girls hit the ball. If you had to time one of those spikes, I bet you that bad boy comes in at 80 miles an hour or something. I mean,
I don't want to be on the other side of the net. I know
that's exactly right. Other sports that are winter sports that are happening now is we've got girls and boys basketball both in high gear.
Matter of fact, they've started playing. The girls basketball team has been to a couple of tournaments, or been to a tournament. The boys have had 2 scrimmages now. Tuesday night we'll have our first home games and with both teams, and we're excited. Our girls team's ranked pretty high in the state. Our boys teams are getting better and better every year. Coach Smith is doing a great job of putting our boys in position to win games.
Well, it is exciting to have basketball gearing up. We get football. Hopefully, play all the way through December 17th, which would be nice.
That's a plan.
That is the plan. Once again, the Bearcats are hosting. Well, yeah, we are the home team, but we will be playing Mansfield Summit Friday night in Burleson, 7:30. Any questions, log on to the school district website or go to www.bearcatboosters.com, and we'll have all the information there, not only about our football game, but also about the basketball games that are upcoming and anything else. Once again, it's exciting this time of year because it is playoff football. And, the last 2 seasons we played 16 games. And we're hoping and we're thinking that this is going to be different.
Right.
So, Coach, good luck on Friday. It's going to be fun, and looking forward to next week's show.
Thank you.